Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Wiper Party leader Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka had invited Raila Odinga to grace the Ukambani pastor's prayer ceremony. But later Raila Odinga cleverly turned down that invitation. He did not attend. And it came out clear. The main agenda of that service was for these clergies to push Raila Odinga to pick Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate, because these were just Ukambani pastors. So Raila thwarted that event. And again, today, Kalonzo Musyoka had another Sunday service with the Ukambani United Clergies and the ATG ministry. They had another ceremony, a prayer service. This service was conducted in Wote, Makueni County. If you listen to the speeches from that service, again it's telling. Endorsement of Kalonzo Musyoka to Raila Odinga as a running mate dominated the speeches. So it is now coming out clear that Kalonzo might be using pastors rather than using Ukambani leadership, but now he has decided to go for Ukambani pastors to push for his interest in Azimio. Remember, tomorrow, is it Monday, when this panel is going to interview the people. So it means those who are going to attend the interview then will be considered. But Kalonzo might not be ready for any interview. And this is what Kalonzo Musyoka shared on his Facebook page after that service. Our Azimio La Umoja One Kenya partnership has as its irreducible minimum cornerstone peace, led by Apostle Musili of the Ukambani United Clergies and the ATG ministries. This was the overwhelming message. We will have the most peaceful and cohesive general election in our history. So help me God. SKM Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Now, before this service, there is also another post Kalonzo Musyoka shared on his Facebook page, which seemingly shows that Kalonzo has an agenda. Ni kama tu ako na kiburi ya kusumbua huku ndani. This is what he said. The people's interview has been public, open and transparent. Their recommendations are loud and clear, and I accept their overwhelming decision. Hakika tutaweza. This one, I think it was in Mombasa. So Kalonzo is clear. And to prove you that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka might be plotting to check out from Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party, I just want you to listen to Enoch Wambua's speech at the same event where Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was and these pastors. Then after that, we are going to continue with this conversation.
Ile kitu sitaki watu kuleta utapeli katika siasa na uongozi hapa Ukambani. Kama sisi tumetimiza tukasema ya kwamba tumsupport Raila akuwe president, then there is a responsibility kwa Raila mwenyewe na kwa watu wake kusimama firmly behind Kalonzo Musyoka to be the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Mimi nataka niseme hivi watu wetu. I sit in a panel that is supposed to decide or advise on who the next deputy president of the Republic of Kenya and Azimio One Kenya will be. Mimi nimekaa pale kwa heshima ya Kalonzo Musyoka. Vile mumesema Wakamba wote, wanawaipa wote na Wakenya wengi tumeingia Azimio One Kenya kwa sababu ya Kalonzo Musyoka. Mjue ya kwamba hata sisi kutoka kule Azimio One Kenya tunaweza toka kwa niaba ya Kalonzo Musyoka. If we don't get justice, I want to make it very, very clear today, in presence of our bishops here, if this community is not served justice, Wiper fraternity is not served justice, then we shall unequivocally exit from Azimio One Kenya. Hawa ni ukweli wa Mungu.
The bishops. In 2020 tumetengeneza mkataba na Jubilee. Hiyo mkataba ilikuwa nasema that Kalonzo will be supported for presidency. Mimi nitasema kwa sababu siogopi. Tulikuwa tumefanya hesabu tukajua yule mtu ambaye atachukua kura za Central from UDA is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That is what we did. Na mukatuchezea tukarata. Tukasema aidhuru. Lakini sasa ndio mwisho wa ngome. Sisi tumesema hivi. Kalonzo Musyoka is not attending the interview on Monday. Mr. Wekesa andika mahali notes. Musyoka is not attending. Alafu wewe usidhubutu kutoa majibu ya kusema ati Kalonzo hakukuja, alafu utapatia kiti mtu mwingine deputy president. Si museme kitaumana. Bali ubiuba. Bas, mtajua kilichomnyoa mkanga. Nirudie tena. On Tuesday, Wambua my friend, ukijua mutangazi Kalonzo Musyoka as deputy president, uwo sesimu no hivi, wawe nuke.
Na mimi nikasema ni kama nimecheleweshwa kidogo. Ndio mimi nafurahi juzi tu tulipotoka Nairobi kwenda Mombasa, msisimko wa ajabu. Watu wako tayari kuhakikisha kwamba ile safari mimi na Raila tulianza ya 2013 na 2017 inafikia kikomo 2022. Wangapa tusaidiane tuone tunafikia hicho kikomo jameni. Ilikuwa safari ya maana, haikuwa mambo ya kupotea kupapasa. Kulikuwa kwamba ni umuhimu mkubwa tumalize umaskini Kenya hii.
Now we are continuing with the Punchline discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once I release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, it is emerging that this matter is being taken so much serious, even with the pastors. To an extent, these pastors are also threatening to curse anyone who is standing on the way of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to becoming a running mate Raila Odinga. And that means they are directing this threat to Governor Charity Ngilu, because that one has been the stumbling block for Kalonzo Musyoka according to Wiper people. They are also placing this threat to the panel that is going to interview the people who are going to be attending that interview, that it should just be Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka only and no one else. So you can see, in as much they called for prayer, what is coming out is only threat, even from the clergies. These pastors are threatening to curse anyone standing on the way of Kalonzo Musyoka. So in as much Kalonzo want to try and use the church and not the Kamba as a tribe so that he will not look like a tribalist leader, but still is using Kamba pastors. So that one still is just a tribal card is using to play his politics. And what Wambua is saying, if it was Mike Sonko saying this, then we could have taken it lightly. But such remarks coming from Enoch Wambua or someone like Mutula Kilonzo Jr., because Jr. also repeated these same remarks, then we should take it seriously. That there could be a possibility Kalonzo Musyoka could pull out of Azimio. But where is he heading to? Because he cannot go into any other coalition. technically he cannot go. Where is Kalonzo Musyoka heading to? These threats are coming at a time when they know that we are just heading to the final touches of having a running mate Raila Odinga. So in my view, number one, it's like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has just decided if he's going down, then he wants to go down with everyone. Cause havoc in Azimio. And it's like he's ready for this. Remember in 2007, alipita katikati. But he tried his way in 2013. Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto rejected Kalonzo Musyoka in their coalition. They did not want him around it. He had no option but just to go to Raila Odinga. Now he wants to try what he did in 2007, this time round in 2022. But seemingly, it's like he might not succeed. It is too late to convince campus even to vote for another individual. He has publicly endorsed Raila Odinga. So how are you going to tell the Ukambani people, vote for Ruto? Or, as of now, Kalonzo cannot run for the presidency. He cannot go even as an independent candidate. He can't pull out as of now. So where is Kalonzo Musyoka heading to? So in as much Kalonzo is trying to show that he is ready to move out, because everyone who is speaking here, that's what they are saying, and Kalonzo is insisting people have already interviewed him in public, they know him. Actually, there is nowhere Kalonzo is heading to with this much threats. The only problem is that he wants just to cause havoc and division in Azimio, just in case it's not going to be a running mate. He wants to earn sympathy in the eyes of Kenyans and especially the Kamba community. Because now Kenyans are seeing him as a person who is just disturbing them. But he wants Kamba community to have some sympathy toward him. That's why now even he's going for the church to stand with him. He wants to earn sympathy from the church. But the problem now is going for the Ukambani pastors. So this one now comes to play into ethnic, tribe. I don't know if really there is anything that is going to change from the position of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. I don't believe if they are going to change their mind. And the truth is that Kalonzo is discovering that he might not become a running mate. But it's like he has decided to go down with everyone. Because remember, if Kalonzo Musyoka cannot become a running mate to Raila Odinga, then the possibility of Kalonzo Musyoka again being a deputy president in this country is minimum. Because we don't know how 2027 politics is going to play. Remember, Ruto is watching careful. He needs a chance. And the way this team is playing, if Raila will not be on the ballot in 2027, then Ruto will be a strong and formidable candidate during that time. Anyone who will deputize him, he might easily become, anyone who becomes his running mate, he might easily become the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Kalonzo is learning this. And if Ruto will be on ballot, he might not go for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. He will either go for the Luya or Kamba in 2027 and 2032. That means if Raila is not running. Because Raila has been picking Kalonzo because he already have the Luya support. That's why he was comfortable with Kalonzo, just to add value to it. But for Ruto, he will need to go for a strong community. That means either Luya or Kikuyu. So Kalonzo understands that the only chance he has at the top table is during this election time. If this is going to pass, then the only chance they can get maybe is just to help someone win an election and become a minister. Another thing, if Kalonzo is not quitting Azimio, then I'm believing that Kalonzo might be pushing Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta to assure him of the premium cabinet secretary. Because our constitution did not change. The one Raila, these people are pushing that if Raila become a president, the first thing you need to do is to give an executive order which will make Kalonzo Musyoka a chief cabinet secretary, akuwe to prime minister hapo, using that order. That could be another agenda that Wiper Party is pushing. Okay, I will not become the deputy president. He knows this. Then what next? Make me a prime minister, so that I will be chairing cabinet meetings, rather than sitting in cabinet meetings where it's either Raila chairing this meeting or a deputy, and according to Kalonzo, that deputy will be a person not to his level. You know, he sees himself as more senior that a person who wants to deputize Raila Odinga. So you see, this is the kind of politics that is playing in Ukambani. We are going to watch careful to see what will these people do. Are they really going to walk out of Azimio? And that will be the worst thing for Kalonzo as of now. Atakuwa amefanya ile kitu yenye Mudavadi amefanya. Tunaona saizi Ruto anazunguka kule Western. We don't know. He's trying to see if really he can go from Mudavadi as this running mate or what. I don't know what to think about this. But please let us have a continuation of this conversation through the comment section. I want to read your views. Let us have an engagement there.